Welcome back to Geek Therapy Radio. Hope you enjoyed that interview with Eric Sharp. It wasn't an interview. I take that back. That wasn't an interview. That was I hope you enjoyed, that conversation with Eric Sharp. I certainly enjoyed it. And I probably could have done a similarly enjoyable interview without the influence of spirits. not the Holy Spirit, although that may have inspired some alcohol. That's what I mean. Okay, so segment 3, I said I was going to get into the Nintendo Switch, and I have the Nintendo Switch right here, and I know that if and when I upload this segment to YouTube, that I can't monetize it, or I could try, but it's not going to actually get monetized because Nintendo has such a stranglehold over their intellectual property, I guess. You can't talk about Nintendo on YouTube without getting flagged. So I'll see. I'll try to monetize it. We'll see if it happens. I doubt it's gonna be able to get monetized, but I don't really care. I'm still uploading this anyways. So I got this Nintendo Switch. Santa Sarah got it for me, and if you watch the YouTube right now, you can see me playing some Street Fighter on it. And it's really awesome. It's great. It's so cool. Everything it does is so awesome. Like it really looks great. And the fact that you can dock it and play it on your big screen, on your HD TV, it's really cool. It's very versatile, and the games are really good. I mean, I don't got to tell you about Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. You don't got to know about that. You know that's great. So it's had some really great breakout games. Super Mario Odyssey is great. So the games that it's come out with, the launch titles have been great, which has helped greatly in the success of the Switch. And in fact, when I asked for it for Christmas, when I asked Santa Sarah, she's like, just ask me for it. So I said, okay, I want a Nintendo Switch. Good luck finding it. It's going to be probably pretty difficult to find. So I kind of feel bad asking for it because it's not, you can't just go to the store and buy it. Sometimes you have to hunt for it. Last year, good luck trying to find it. So it was a little difficult this year. She wound up getting it online, and I'm very, very, very thankful for it. Nintendo Switch is awesome. But, like I told you before, let's get into the glaring omissions. The absolute... I mean, the device is fun enough by itself just for playing the games, and I think maybe Nintendo knows that. But here's the glaring omissions. And from what I've read, these things are coming down the pipe, but I haven't read much about them. So here's what the Switch was missing right out of the box, and still doesn't currently have. Video on demand services. It has Hulu, and that's it. I don't have a subscription to Hulu, so that doesn't do me much good. So it has no Netflix, no YouTube. It has no streaming audio services. There's no Spotify. There's no I was going to say iTunes. There's no streaming audio music. There's no like SoundCloud. There's nothing like that. There's no Spotify like I just mentioned. There's no Pandora. No YouTube, no Netflix. So basically, and you can't load your own audio files onto it either. So you're limited to just basically playing games on this, unless you have a Hulu account. You can't watch YouTube, you can't watch videos, you can't do anything other than play the games. Like there's no other software for it. There's no third-party software, not just games, but like applications, none of it. And that is a glaring omission. The biggest glaring omission, like big time, is that there's no Netflix. Even the 3DS has Netflix. You can watch Netflix on the 3DS. So the thing that would make the Switch just perfect, just absolutely undeniable, powerhouse perfect, would be when it gets Netflix. And again, as far as I know, I've read that the people at Netflix, the developers at Netflix, have said that Netflix for the Switch is good to go. They've got it. It's ready. All they're waiting for is the green light from Nintendo. So Netflix for Switch, the code is out there. The program exists. They're just waiting on the go-ahead from Nintendo. And since Nintendo is so super anal about protecting its property, it really boggles my mind now that the Switch could be out for a year and still not have Netflix or YouTube. Or even, like I said, audio, music streaming services. It's got none of that, and that's what it needs to be perfect. But it's really also incredible is, like, to me, the Switch is 90% there. Like, you should get a Switch now. If you find a Switch, you should buy it. Right now, even if it never, ever got Netflix, even if it never got video on demand or music on demand services, even if all you could do with the Switch is play Nintendo's own games, it would still be worth it. I fully believe that. It is so incredible. Right now, if you've been watching the YouTube video, I've just been playing Street Fighter 2. Well, I've been recording this segment. You don't know that if you're on the radio. You can't see it just because I already told you. The only way you know is that I told you. Anyways, so the Switch, it's nearly perfect. It's nearly perfect. The only thing that's keeping it from being absolutely perfect is it doesn't have Netflix. So Nintendo, please let the boys and girls at Netflix put the application on the Switch this year, this month, in the next few months. How can a device like this have been out for a year and not have Netflix yet? I think maybe I mentioned, maybe I didn't. I don't think I mentioned it on Geek Therapy Radio. But before the Switch came out, I thought, since it's based on NVIDIA architecture, it's an NVIDIA system on chip. Remember the NVIDIA Shield? I have the NVIDIA Shield. That's basically what the Switch is based around. With the back end of it, I think, is Android. Underneath it, I think basically the Nintendo skin is just as on top of Android. The operating system is an NVIDIA system on chip running Android with the Nintendo skin over it, basically, as I understand it. If I'm wrong, geeks, please, if you're on YouTube, type in the comments below. Refresh my memory, refresh our memories. Let's help each other get knowledge instead of just tearing each other down. Don't just flame me in the YouTube comments because I didn't know that it's not Android, although I think it is. I'm 90% certain it is. Anyways, when the Switch first came out, I said that would be a perfect device if it had the Play Store on it. Since it's running Android underneath on an NVIDIA system on chip, just like the Shield, it would be the absolute perfect device, gaming device, if it had the Google Play Store on it. So I really doubt that's going to happen, but I was thoroughly surprised to get the Switch and see that there's not even Netflix. You can't even go to the Nintendo eShop and get Netflix. So Nintendo, I know you're listening, Nintendo, because of your iron-fisted grip over anything Nintendo-related on YouTube. Launch Netflix for it soon. Launch Netflix for it before, like, the spring, or at latest during the spring, and you will sell so many more systems. Not that you need to. It's already perfect. Almost perfect. But please put Netflix on the Switch. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And put YouTube on there, too. Nintendo, I know you're listening. More Geek Therapy Radio coming up. I'm Johnny Hamburger, your mental curator during this break. Make sure you go like, follow, and subscribe all the Geek Therapy Radio stuff on social media. Just type in Geek Therapy Radio. Go to Google and type in Geek Therapy Radio. You'll see it all. Like, follow, and subscribe. We'll be right back to wrap up Geek Therapy Radio this week and this year. Stick around.